Hi everybody, welcome. Today we're talking about pilot season with my good friend and talent manager, Nikki Minks. Hi Nikki, thanks for coming and being with us.
Hi Shandon, thank you.
Can you explain the process of booking a pilot for an actor?
Basically it would be audition, callback. Usually the callbacks are the producer sessions. And then there would be, sometimes there's a chemistry read or a mix and match where they'll mix you with the other actors that are already cast in the role or ones that are in consideration for it. And then they do a work session, and sometimes the work session will be with casting first, or then it'll be with the director. And the director will get you ready, and then the network test is going to be with all of the executives, and it's just basically callback after callback after callback, and the stakes get higher every time.
Yeah, and every time they weed out a few more people?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So is there anything special that happens between the callbacks and the network tests?
Aside from the work sessions with either casting or the director, where they'll basically tell you what needs to be done at that point. I think the only other thing would be is, one thing that you'd have to talk to your team about is if you want to add an attorney in on the process, because the contracts do get signed before you go into the network test. So it's kind of like, it's between you and 2 or 3 other people, but everyone's deals are signed before going into that.
When you're negotiating test deals, is there anything specific that you are negotiating, or there's special considerations?
Mainly it would be money or placement on the cards. Credits. And room. What kind of dressing room you're going to get, studio teacher if you're a minor, if they're having relocate, depending on where it's being filmed, sometimes they'll give you a relocation fee, those sorts of things.
So your job is really about like crossing T's, dotting I's.
Yes, there is a lot of things to think about aside from just what am I going to make on this pilot, and how long am I going to be locked down for, and what else will I be allowed to work on while working on this project.
And how much room is there for negotiation, or is there?
It depends on the project. Sometimes there is just no room for negotiation. Here's what it is. We're on a time crunch. This is what we're doing, and there's no room for negotiations. A lot of times the agent will know that too, because they usually have other people that have worked on the project or the other tests that they've already had. So sometimes it's not necessary to add an attorney. It's another 5% that you're going to be paying out. But a lot of times I've noticed that the additional 5% you are putting out actually comes back in a bigger way because they negotiate.
Saves you tons of money in the future.
Exactly.
Or gets you out of a contract that you didn't want to be a part of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course.